welcome to the SABC News COVID-19 Global Wrap, where myself, Babalola Phaka, and my colleague Busisiwe Khatebe bring you highlights of news which dominated headlines with regards to the coronavirus pandemic. But before we delve into it, let us have a look at some global stats. The world currently sits at over 53 million confirmed cases, with over 37 million recoveries and over 1.29 million deaths. South Africa has over 740,000 cases, with over 690,000 recoveries and over 20,000 deaths.
In South Africa, President Cyril Ramaphosa on Wednesday announced amendments to the lockdown alert level 1 amid the global COVID-19 pandemic. The amended lockdown level 1 regulations allow for international travel under strict regulations. Regulations relating to the sale of alcohol have also been relaxed. Ramaphosa also warned South Africans against what he describes as coronavirus fatigue, saying the virus is still present. The president said there would be no need to return to a higher level of lockdown if people observe all the necessary health protocols and remaining restrictions. And lastly, Limpopo Health MEC Dr. Bobby Ramathuba has announced that the province is simultaneously screening for COVID-19 and malaria as patients for both diseases show similar symptoms. Anti-malaria teams were spraying households at Hagumbo near the Kruger National Park. On to the rest of Africa. The continent has now recorded over 1.9 million confirmed COVID-19 cases with over 1.6 million recoveries, and the death toll stands at 46,626. Ghana has declared 7 days of mourning after the passing of former President Jerry John Rawlings. He died from COVID-19 related complications. Meanwhile, mass immunization campaigns and many key health services suffered in Ghana as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. According to the World Health Organization, health authorities in the West African country are reviving and reinforcing essential services to not only better withstand disruption in case of a new COVID-19 wave, but to also improve quality. And in the Middle East, Israel said it asked the U.S. government on Monday to help it get access to Pfizer's potential COVID-19 vaccine. Israel already has an agreement with Moderna Inc. for the future purchase of its potential COVID-19 vaccine and has been in talks with other companies as well.
And in international news, United States President-elect Joe Biden used his first major speech since his victory to urge Americans to wear masks to curb the spread of the coronavirus. Biden also met with the newly formed COVID-19 Advisory Board as managing the pandemic and restoring the economy remain top of his priorities. The U.S. has recorded breaking figures that have seen an average of over 100,000 daily new infections over the past 3 days. Several states have tightened restrictions as hospitalizations soared, with California hospital cases rising by 32% over the past 2 weeks and intensive care admissions spiking by 30%. In Asia, Indonesia has signed a $1 billion loan deal with Australia's government that will be utilized to help fight the coronavirus pandemic in the Southeast Asian country. And finally, in Europe, France is now the worst hit-affected country in the region after overtaking Russia and recording over 35,800 new cases on Wednesday, with its current total confirmed cases fast approaching 1.9 million. Many nations in Europe have imposed partial lockdowns as the continent deals with the second wave of COVID-19 that has strained hospitals and intensive care units.
For the latest updates on the coronavirus, visit sabcnews.com.